What is the test environment of API? Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're going to discuss a crucial aspect of software development and testing. The API test environment. APIs, or application programming interfaces, allow different software systems to communicate with each other. Testing APIs is essential to ensure they function correctly and efficiently. What is an API test environment? An API test environment is a setup where testers can evaluate the functionality, performance, security, and reliability of an API. It's a dedicated space that mirrors the actual production environment but is isolated to avoid any interference with the live application. This isolation is crucial because it allows developers and testers to run tests without affecting real users or live data. Components of an API test environment. A typical API test environment includes several key components. Test servers: these are servers configured to host the application under test. They simulate the production environment as closely as possible to ensure the API behaves similarly in both. Databases: test environments often include databases that mirror production databases. They hold test data specifically designed to cover various test scenarios. Mock servers: sometimes external services or components that the API interacts with are not available during testing. In such cases, mock servers can simulate those external services, providing predictable responses for testing. Configuration settings: test environments are usually configured with settings that are similar to the production environment, but with some key differences. For example, they might use different API keys, have debugging turned on, or point to different databases. Setting up an API test environment. Setting up an API test environment typically involves several steps. First, set up the test servers and databases, ensuring they are isolated from the production environment. Second, configure mock servers if needed to simulate external services. Third, use tools like Postman or SOAP-UI to define test cases and automate testing. These tools can help manage different configurations and environments effectively. Finally, integrate the test environment with your CI/CD pipeline to automate testing and ensure that the API is tested with every new build. Best practices and tips. To get the most out of your API test environment, follow these best practices. Keep your test environment as close to the production environment as possible. This helps in catching issues early that might only appear in production. Manage your test data effectively. Ensure that you have sufficient data to cover all test cases, but also make sure to clean up after tests to avoid data pollution. Regularly update and maintain your test environment. As your application evolves, so should your test environment to ensure it remains relevant and effective. A well-maintained API test environment is critical for the successful development and deployment of APIs. By following best practices and using the right tools, you can ensure that your APIs are robust, reliable, and ready for production. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos on software development and testing.